All right, some quick comments right now on the TR10 and TR18 flashlights from Rofis. These are tactical high-performance style flashlights with a unique twist, no pun intended. You can convert the heads into an angle flashlight. And the reason why that's really handy is if you're out working on something, looking at something, usually, this is a bit more convenient to hold. But then if you want hands-free illumination, you can just turn that, clip some clothing, or maybe stand it up on a rock, and you're good to go. So a couple other comments. Previously had the opportunity to review the TR20. The sample I received, though, has a really stiff head, so trying to rotate this is not easy, doable. But the TR18 obviously really nice and handy. As you can see, there is a significant difference in height, a little more than an inch. Probably attributable to three things. One, TR20 has a magnetic tail. It also has a charging circuit, so with a micro USB you can charge it. It does, although, affect the waterproofness. I don't know that the swivel affects it that much, but one thing to consider, if you drop this into something deep, you're probably going to get some water in it. This uses a single button, so basically one press to turn it on, and then you press it and hold it, and it cycles through the different settings. Now, the TR20 has two buttons, one button to turn on, and then the upper button, basically, you can switch the settings. Now, as you'll see, I did notice that the TR10 is really pulling more, I think, than the battery can deliver, and I have used the most recent brand new batteries hot off the charger, and still the TR10 is drawing more than the 16340 batteries can provide. 16340 can typically hold up about 700 milliamp hours, while an 18650, 2500 to 3500. So that's a pretty big difference, as you will see right here. So I'll cycle through the light settings, and what you'll see is that the step between the the two highest settings, is really not that much of a difference. So let's see. So that's low, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So between 4 and 5, not that much of a difference, although here, if you look at this one, let's see, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this actually has 4 settings. It looks like the last one is a very ultra low setting that doesn't really register, but you can definitely tell the difference between those upper two. Now, in terms of the usability of the beam, you can take a look at the wall behind me, and what I see is a pretty soft hotspot, with a pretty soft edge and quite a bit of spill. In fact, it's kind of hard to see the difference between the center hotspot and the spill, because not as much of a difference as you would normally expect. Once you hit about 5-10 meters on this, it's basically a flood. Decent light to say 20-25 meters, you could certainly see whether it's a cat or a raccoon at that distance. But obviously the TR18 does more. This one now, as you can see, definite hot spot. Still, a fair amount in the spill. But let's see, let's cycle through here. So, but compared to something like a Nitecore MH20 GT, now what you see there in the center is a very strong hot spot with a lot less spill. In fact, the spill is, at least to my eye, almost nothing compared to the center hotspot, but that is not a fair comparison given the size of that reflector. There is one thing I should really point out. Even though the switches on these is somewhat recessed, normally when I'm transporting or I have this in a bag, just to be safe, I'll unscrew the tail cap. Just a half turn normally will shut the flashlight off. But on this, you can basically almost take it off. Just continue to unscrew this, and the light's still on because the threads on both the cap and on the body are machined. So the only way to be certain in this case is to remove the battery during transport. Not as convenient, but I guess not a complete deal breaker, but you know, one thing certainly to be aware of. I'll put the rest of the information in the review, and thanks again for watching.